On today's episode of Loose Nuts, I'll review the 2006 Mk2 Skoda Octavia vRS. Today we're looking at Skoda's answer to the noughties hot hatch market, the stunning Mk2 Octavia vRS. The car certainly made waves back in the day, but what's it about, and does it still hold up in 2022? That's what we're here to find out. Looking great in Skoda's limited edition race blue, the pre-facelift Octavia does have a certain charm about it. It's a bit like Marmite. You either love it, or you hate it. Honestly, for a 16-year-old car, the interior has aged surprisingly well. This is through a safe combination of dark materials on the seats, covers and dials, complemented by dashes of white and silver throughout. Some things, though, don't get better with age. The infotainment system, for example, is quite dated. There's not even Bluetooth in here, just a 3.5mm jack. Let's be honest, what modern phone has one of those? And for a supposed hatchback, the visibility at the back of this car, it's just tragic. Like Kim Jong-un, the Octavia has a deep, dark secret it's trying to hide. It's very fat. For starters, at a bone-crunching 1.5 tons, this Skoda Octavia weighs far more than any of its hot hatch rivals, with the Clio Cup weighing 500 kilos lighter. For all that weight, you must ask, you must get more stuff. Yeah, but also no, because empty space isn't exactly stuff. At 20 centimeters longer than the competition, the Octavia vRS has a very good rear-sized cabin, large enough for two fully grown adults. It also has a very interesting rear. A boot which is capable of holding 560 litres, compared to less than half of that from the equivalent Fiesta ST. As you can see, it's easily large enough to store your weekly shopping rations. Unlike many modern hot hatches that leave you high and dry with just a can of foam, the Skoda Octavia comes with a full-size spare wheel. The car also comes with a range of mod-cons, from full central locking, air conditioning, airbags, electric heated mirrors, and even parking sensors. But it's not all rainbows and sunshine, and it's clear to see that Skoda did give this car the budget treatment. For example, this seat, manually adjusting, so is the rear mirror. There's no auto wipers or lights. The Bluetooth, there is no Bluetooth, and the cruise control, it doesn't have cruise control either. I know they're not huge issues, but for a car that cost £17,500 back in 2006, you'd have thought it would come out with them, right? As with most things online, there's quite fierce debate within the Skoda community as to the origins of the PD engine. Some claim it comes from VW stock, in cars such as the Golf or the Passat, while some others claim it comes from a train. No matter who's right though, they both do agree that the car comes as standard with 170 horsepower and 258 foot-pounds of torque. That's enough to encourage the Octavia from 0 to 60 in a claimed 8.1 seconds, and all the way up to a top speed of 140 miles an hour. But the question is, with this car being 16 years old, some of its horses may have fled, others may have retired, and some, like after World War I, may have been eaten by the French. So, in the real world, what can the Octavia expect to achieve today? Let's find out, shall we? So coming back to the question I asked at the beginning of the video, how does it hold up in 2022? And should you maybe buy one? There are definitely reasons why you should. For example, the car's highly practical and parts are in plentiful supply thanks to it being part of VAG's ecosystem. The 1.9 TD engine I spoke about earlier is truly unbreakable and really great on B roads. I bet you it would also be very fun on the track. But being a diesel, you do get the best of both worlds. It's frugal if and when required, but it can also kick out a hell of a lot of torque. There are several reasons why you should maybe choose an alternative hot hatch. The biggest reason for me is that it doesn't in fact pull like a train, which does seem a bit like false advertising to me. Also, due to its size, it's not as nimble or as chuckable as a lot of smaller hot hatches, which might mean that you're lacking in the enjoyment sector. It's also quite sparsely equipped for a car that's meant to be the top of the range. There's just too many added extras. But overall, I would definitely recommend the car, and would give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's a safe bet that you know will always start, and being a diesel, it won't let you down. That being said, if you do want a car that you can take on B roads, chuck around the corners and drive a bit like a maniac, there are probably cars that could put a bigger smile on your face than this one would. All I've got left to say is, thank you for stopping by, and see you around the bend on the next episode of Loose Nuts.